It's Tuesday. Hello, good evening. I'm wearing a beanie hat indoors because I think it makes me look extra urban and badass. So that's kind of like taking the
You
stream
said
up
no
to the next
swearing.
level.
Can you say
How,
bad on this channel?
yeah, you can. Not very good. Well, one or the other. Massive reflection of the monitor in my glasses. Just take those off for the introduction. How is everyone doing? Welcome to our stream. It's Tuesday. We are flying the Land's End to John O'Groats with Steve and Simon.
Hello.
Guten Abend.
Guten Abend, thank you. And we are in Prestwick. How's that for an intro?
That's also as cheesy as the previous weeks, I think. But it's good. I like it.
Good, thank you. I'm glad we got that sorted.
Yeah.
Um, Squid, hello. Sorry you could not join. You have tonsillitis. I hope you feel better soon. I'm glad you're online to watch though. So we are at Prestwick. We landed here last week, and if Steve, do you want to give us a quick rundown of the legs we've done so far?
So far, we went from Land's End to Exeter, with a stop off at Plymouth. Then we went from Exeter to Gloucester with a stop off at one of the RAF fields, wasn't it? Near where you live?
Yeah, we went to Fairford, RAF Fairford.
Fairford, that's right. Then we went from Gloucester to... We went across Wales, didn't we? So then was it Liverpool we went to? That's right.
Yeah, Liverpool, that's it.
And then we had a nightmarish flight from Liverpool over the Manchester airspace, which was awful because it was so busy, but that's how you learn.
Yeah, you do.
To Hull. And then we went from Hull to Newcastle, and then we went from Newcastle, we went along the lakes at the Lake District up to, was it Carlisle? No,
you did,
Prestwick.
and you got a water landing.
That's right,
done on the lakes, yeah.
And I went on the beach for an ice cream, if I recall.
I think the ice cream melted with your engine fire.
It did.
But we can overlook that.
And all the kids kept trying to touch me aeroplane. I kept telling them to go away. Anyway,
Andrew has the same problem. Yeah.
I'll save that for another day.
And so then we ended up at Prestwick.
We did, yeah. Going back, we landed at Humberside Airport, and that's UK 2000. That's their latest. Gary that's his latest airport that he's done for FSX and P3D.
Excellent.
Which it looks very nice.
Didn't you do one of those legs in X-Plane, Andrew?
I did, yeah. So I did the previous leg in X-Plane. Did I land at Prestwick in X-Plane? And I have I've switched back to FSX tonight just because when I went to the RAF Cosford Flight Sim show last year, I picked up South Scotland VFR scenery, which if we go to the outside view, and if you were to look on Google Maps now and then look at the scenery here, it's spot on. It's great. So hopefully get some good scenery on the flight up to Inverness.
Hopefully next week you will do an X-plane for a certain reason.
I will, yeah. We've got a very special reason, so I'll try and get some X-plane flights in. So controllers then, we're flying VFR, Visual Flight Rules. For those of you that don't know, it's normally when you fly a smaller aircraft and you fly by visual waypoints, which could be anything from a town, a famous landmark in the area, and the idea is you kind of need to fly in good visibility. So if you have heavy cloud, then obviously you haven't got visual flight rules, and then you're a bit stuck. But because this is a simulator, we can continue on our way. If you're flying IFR, instrument flight rules, you're normally in a bigger aeroplane and you've got a state-of-the-art navigation system that kind of directs you where you need to be going without the weather interfering. But for this flight we are doing VFR, Visual Flight Rules.
And we are currently at all different parts of the airport.
We are.
We are, okay. So Squid says to ask Simon,
Mm.
Haben Sie irgendwelche schlechten Witzen gleiche for Steve haben? I don't understand. Is that
Has that been written down?
that? I'll post it into Mumble for
Post
you
it into Mumble.
because my German reading and accent would have done that sentence no favours whatsoever.
So when I get, well, I can remember the first two bits, have and z, which is have you, I believe.
you, yeah.
So yeah.
And then
so
for Steve, so have you got something for Steve?
Sounds rather exciting, whatever it is.
It does, yeah.
Bell. It's probably something to do with jokes, is it?
Should we run it through the translator?
Good idea. We could have
Haben
cheated
Sie
and done
irgendwelche schlechten? Schlechten. Is that like some? Oh, I don't know.
It says,
Witzen?
do you have any bad jokes?
Ah.
Same for Steve.
Ah.
I never tell jokes, 'cause I never remember them.
And Simon never tells bad jokes, so...
Absolutely. So this is 9. 9.
You've got 9 of them.
Okay, so would it be safe to say that we would be using a runway 30?
The winds I've got are
0.
0, but then on plan G, yeah, 204 0 knots, or 000 knots on active sky next. But what we have got is temperature is 3, dew point 2, and altimeter is 1018 millibars.
Mm-hmm. Which is 3006
In the
In-
old money.
in old money. Yeah.
Okay, so tonight I am flying in the Britain Norman Islander. What about you two?
Ooh.
I am in the Coronado 172 Skyhawk.
Okay, yeah, nice.
And I am in the Coronado King Air, Super King Air.
Good, and for those that are new to the stream, so I fly FSX on Windows 10. Simon and Steve both have X-Plane. Steve uses Windows and Simon is a Mac expert. So if you've got any questions on
Don't
either of
ask us.
those platforms,
Yeah.
yeah,
Can
go to Google.
Can we just backtrack a little bit
Backtrack,
there?
okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
That's Simon is a Mac user,
A
not a
Mac
Mac
user.
expert. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure you all heard that. So if you've got any Mac user questions or using X-Plane on a Mac as a user, then post them up.
However, if you need any expert advice, I can advise that Google's quite good at answering those questions.
Very good. Oh, we could be a Google broker. We could get the questions asked. We could quickly Google them.
Well, between me and my brother, we know everything.
Yeah.
I'll prove it. Ask me anything you like.
I've heard
What's,
this before.
what's the capital of Tanzania?
Ah, that's one of the ones that my brother knows.
Oh.
Simon, what's the capital of?
Capital.
What's the capital, my dear boy, of Nigeria?
That's another one that my brother knows.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What's the capital of Spain?
Ah, now then, that's S.
S. S for Spain or E for Espanol. Right, so Britain Norman Islander. I love this plane. It's a very, very robust plane. It's made out of, I think, corrugated iron. And it can get into very, very short strips with 8, 10 passengers.
And can you spell corrugated?
No. Can your brother?
Well, that's one of the ones I know. That one.
Alright.
Yeah. It's not interesting, so I'm not going to bother. So yeah.
Okay, so let me get my plane started up. If anyone wants to help, feel free. And also, we obviously promote nice, good discussion. Try and keep it on track and try and keep it
We
beneficial to
promote
the
it. We don't
stream.
often get as far as that,
We
but
don't know. We try. We try our best.
it's usually stuff and nonsense, isn't it? Really.
Especially when he starts telling his jokes.
Oh, I think the jokes are why people are here.
Actually, that's why I'm here. I'm
Yeah.
not here to vlog.
Just a free comedy night, isn't it, for you?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay, so I've forgotten where to turn everything on. So what have we got? We've got overheads, we've got oxygens, is it? Or engines, fuel pump starters.
I do like your hat.
Ask Simon, what is the thing that sharks lack from other fish? And you've got options. Is it A, bone, B, kidney, or C, lungs? What is the thing sharks lack from other fish? Bone, kidney, or lungs?
Well, it's not bone because they have a jaw, don't they? So they must have bone.
Yeah.
Having said that, it's probably bone is the answer, isn't it? So no, I'm going to go bone actually because I don't think you can function without lungs or a kidney. So
Okay, so did you get that, Squid? Have I lost power to this plane? Is that what it is? Aircraft, select aircraft.
What runway did you say?
we didn't in the end.
3-0.
3-0, excellent.
That's what Squid has told us.
Right, so I am going to push the boat out. I know it's not a boat, it's a plane, but
Look at that, we now got an active Skynex little panel. We can put that over there, we can use it a bit later. Right, I am having a mental block on this plane. What am I doing? I need a battery switch. Where's the avionics? Batteries are all on. Off, off, off. Nav, GPS, panel lights. Avionics master on. External supply is off. Then we need to... Squid says it's actually bone. They have cartilage. Fish don't have lungs, and they have gills. There we go. Very factual, Squid. Well done.
We teach so many people on this channel. It's amazing.
Right, so that's engine 2 started. Then we get all our panels up. We got a ADF 426 is one of them, so we can tune that in. Need to put in 7,000 for our conspicuity VFR. 426.
I've managed to pick up the 80s at Glasgow.
Yeah, I think Glasgow's online.
are they? Oh dear, oh dear.
So we're going to need to do a zone transit.
Let's get some chart ready, haven't I?
Landing and taking off runway 05. Oh no, runway in use 23. Altimeter
Navigation,
3006.
communications go to 122.80 initially, which is textual Unicom. Going back to our light panel, pitot heats can come on because it's so cold. Rotating beacon should have gone on when I turned my engine lights on. Right, back on the overhead, we can now fuel pump on and start starboard. That's done. We can set trim for takeoff. We're going to put in runway 30 on our heading bug, which is that way. Back on the overhead, fuel pumps can go on off for now, and mags are all on. Fuel, we got 50% in both tanks, and that is about it for now. So, we got this X gauge for Active Sky Next. So that installs from the Active Sky Next itself. I've never used this before. We can zoom in.
7,000 transponder. Transponder 7,000.
Yeah, that's right, unless we're designated otherwise by a controller. That's alright. What's the point in learning to be a politician? You only need to know about economics and lying. I never think politicians go into politics to start with to lie, but I think when you end up in a certain place, time and argument, then you can't do anything but lie. Flaps down to the first notch, and we are ready. So, where do we go to? I hear you asking.
Runway 30.
We will go to runway 30, and we will do a top down.
Why can't I get ATIS, or not ATIS, Unicom? 122.8, isn't it?
That's right, yeah.
Must be up then. Oh well. Glasgow,
So, Prestwick, Nats, and we can look on. What is it? EGPK, Echo Golf Papa Kilo. And aerodrome chart, and runway 30 is the one furthest from us. So we're going to start our taxi, and we're going to let the other guys know, or anyone else that's airfield, by putting a message in to Unicom. What's all these politician jokes, Squid? Echo Golf Papa Kilo.
Perhaps that's his chosen career.
That's right. Where am I at? V pilot. Echo Golf Papa Kilo. Taxiing to runway 30. No Charlie. So we have got a London North, and we have got Scottish Control online. We'll start moving, and if we need to contact them, we'll contact them.
Well, Simon's gone and they haven't contacted him.
So let's do an outside top-down view, and we need to go left. And then we can go right on the taxiway. Steve, I lie a lot, and
Hello.
yes, it's my future dream job, Squid says.
Yeah, thought so. Clear prop.
Hello, Dan the student, how are you doing? I saw Luton was looking lit up over the weekend. So we'll trundle down this taxiway here. So what we haven't got with the Britain Norman Islander is a retractable prop. So it's quite heavy duty for landing on rough surfaces. And if we look to our left, that's the taxiway parallel to the runway. Right, where are you two then? I can't see you.
Simon's out in the middle of the sea,
Okay.
and I'm still on. I haven't moved yet.
Oh, there you are. Okay, so keep going forward. And at this next massive intersection, we can join the runway for a takeoff. So it'll be taxiway, holding point November, which we're aimed for. And then if we look over to our right, there we go, we can see the twin prop, I think, of Steve.
That's me. Simon's off. By the looks of the map, Simon's off to the United States.
Did you not get the flight plan?
No.
Okay, so we'll just go down to the next holding point and hold, then make our intentions known on Unicom. And if we get a ping from Scottish Control, we'll contact them before we continue.
I'll follow you.
Yeah. Okay, so normally in a VFR situation and pre-takeoff situation, we'll kind of pull into a siding and we'll do all our run-up checks, make sure our magnetos are working, make sure we've done all our pre-flight checks, etc., and request clearance. What we can do is put our fuel pumps back on. Oops. It's gone wrong. Where's it gone wrong? There we go. So strobe lights, landing lights, that's all on, that's fine, that's all on. And we are good. Mixtures can go up to full, and then we can enter our message in Echo Golf Papa Kilo, entering runway 30 for departure to the north. Right, squawk mode Charlie is on. And so I've still got to keep an eye on V-Pilot. Left is clear, right is clear.
Just to let, I've disappeared because I'm in control of Scottish control. I'm in their frequency, so
Okay.
bit of chat going on there.
What's
Back
their
in a bit.
frequency?
135.52.
Okay.
There you go, the VFR Scotland scenery looking good. So, landing lights off.
He's also asked me to enter via the Alexandria VRP. Don't know if you'll get the same, but
Thank you very much.
so I'll be doing a right-hand entry into runway 23.
Okey-doke.
So let's get our plane stabilised, and we need to think about contacting then Scottish control for our zone transit. And they are on 13552. Got to set my altimeter.
Charlie arrival at landing runway 23 right, Sierra Charlie Romeo Alpha.
Alexandra, that's north of the river.
Yeah, I'm following the A78, the coast road north,
Okey-doke.
and then doing a right at the head of that estuary there.
EGPK 907, expect data
So
vectors
much
for
easier when
island
you've got somebody
approach,
going in
landing
front of
runway
you.
50.
Telling you what was going to happen.
Expect vectors for ILS room 25 at Belfast, EZ 3697.
So we need to make our comms then. Need to remember the route we're going. which is straight through Glasgow south to north. Scottish Control, good evening. Golf Romeo Echo Whiskey Yankee.
Golf Romeo Echo Whiskey Yankee, hello, station, what's your message?
Hello, Golf Whiskey Yankee is a Britten Normand Islander, conditions VFR, we are 2,500 feet on the climb out of Prestwick. We are requesting a zone transit through Glasgow south to north.
Golf Romeo Echo Whiskey, request to transit Glasgow control zone from Irvine VRP towards Alexandria VRP. Notable altitude 2,000 feet, VFR QNH in Glasgow currently 1018.
We are cleared zone transit, south to north, not above 1,000 feet, conditions VFR on the QNH 1018. Entry, say again, entry, our exit is Alexandra VRP, Golf Romeo Echo Whiskey Yankee.
Golf Whiskey Yankee, entry will be from Irvine VRP.
Where's that? And entry is Irvine VRP, Golf Romeo Echo Whiskey Yankee. So we need to lose some height.
Are you not
Golf
doing
Whiskey Yankee setback is correct. Report overhead Irvine VRP.
We'll report overhead Irvine VRP, Golf Whiskey Yankee. So we need to lose some height.
Are you not doing touch and go at Glasgow?
Are we doing a touch and go at Glasgow?
I thought that's what Steve said to do.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. I can change my intentions.
Well, I can change. Well, if we're not doing that, I can change my intentions because I need to make that decision very shortly now. So.
Yeah, no, I'll change mine.
Ryanair 912, solid turn, heading 035, descent, flight level 100.
November heading 035, flight level 100, Ryanair 912, sir.
Actually, whereabouts are you, Andrew?
Irvine VRP.
EGP6907, left heading 310 degrees, descent, flight level 100.
Where is Irvine VRP?
North,
Left at
east
210
of the
degrees,
airfield.
flight level 100, EG3697.
Well, north of the airfield if you're looking directly north. Golf Whiskey Yankee reporting overhead Irvine VRP. Request to cancel intentions of a zone transit and request a touch and go at Glasgow.
Golf Whiskey Yankee, Roger 625.
What was that? Right, so we're 1,000 feet. We're not sure where we're going now. But luckily in this plane we can slow ourselves right down. So we'd be going slower than the cars on the A road beneath us.
Good evening, Scottish Control. November Hotel 46 is with you on the runway 30 at Prestwick. Do you wish me to request clearance?
So November Hotel 46, hello, station 8, firm, just stand by a second. Sierra Papa Charlie Romeo Alpha, contact London 133.7, thank you.
St. Claudia 133.7, thank you guys. Service bound by Romeo Alpha.
Skyways 1342, contact London 133.7, thank you.
133.7, Skyline 1342. Thank you for the service, sir.
It is the 6907, was supposed to be heading 310 anyway, turn right heading 320 degrees.
My bad, 320 degrees, easy 3697.
Golf Whiskey Yankee confirms squawk 3625.
Squawk 3625 for Golf Whiskey Yankee. 3,
Golf Whiskey Yankee, thank you, radar control service, route direct to Bishop ERP.
3, 6, 2, 5. Bishop's where? Golf Whiskey Yankee.
Or if you wish, you can route direct Barrowhead.
Oh, power. Where's Bishop? Bishop what was that?
Golf Whiskey Yankee, route direct to Barrowhead here.
Barhead VRP for Golf Whiskey Yankee, thank you. So Barhead is clearly marked. So we need to go this way. Put our heading bug over there. And we're still not going to fly fast because we're trying to do too much at once at the moment. And now we need to fly kind of a northeast.
Scottish Control, Golf Sierra Kilo Mike Oscar is approaching Alexandria VRP.
Golf Sierra Kilo Mike Oscar, thank you. You're cleared to enter Glasgow control zone via Alexandria VRP, nautical altitude 2000 feet, VFR QNH in Glasgow, currently 1018.
Okay, yeah, no shared cockpit. Me and Squid are still trying to do that. It's been a bit difficult with the ports.
James Trevor at Alexandria VRP, not above 2,000 feet, QNH 1018, Golf Mike Oscar.
Below
Golf Mike Oscar, read back is correct.
1,000 feet.
Vehicle squawk 3627.
I need to follow an A road,
Squawk 36.
B road, sorry.
27, Golf Mike Oscar.
Thursday, I don't know yet, Squid. I will let you know.
Charlie's with you, 3,300 times 6,000 on the Gossamer Charlie.
EG68 Papa Charlie, hello, Scottish Control, squawk guidance. EG68 Papa Charlie, thank you, it's now flight level 330.
Climb level 330, any shortcuts for us, command please?
68 Papa Charlie, just wait a minute.
Right, that must be the road we need to follow there. So we'll keep following that, which will take us to Barhead. Barnhead? Barhead? Barhead.
EG9, correction, Ryanair 9
Let's
to
keep our
Alpha,
height
he's got about
down.
40 track miles left to go. Descent to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH in Glasgow 1018.
That's supposed to be on QNH 1018, line 9 is enough.
Golf Mike Oscar, radar control service.
Okay, still follow this road.
EG697, turn right heading 340 degrees, descent to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH in Aldegraph 1016. You've got approximately 35 nautical check miles left to go.
Descent 5,000, QNH 1016, can you say again? I'm heading EG369.
EG367, right turn heading 340 degrees.
That's turn right 340 degrees, EG369.
EG68 Papa Charlie, route direct to Subok.
Routing direct to Super 4, EG68 Papa Charlie, thanks.
Scottish Control, good evening. Speed 2664, holding short at Alpha 1, runway 23, Glasgow. Ready for takeoff.
Speed Silvers to 664, runway 23, you are cleared for takeoff. Wind at 310 degrees at 1 knot.
Clear for takeoff, runway 23, speed 264.
Bravo November Hotel 46 has stated intentions.
Request a zone transferring from the south of Glasgow to north, and a touch and go at Glasgow, please. Bravo November Hotel 46.
Keep our...
Golf Bravo November Hotel 46, roger. So first, you are cleared to leave Prestwick control zone. Notable altitude 2000 feet VFR via in VRP.
So the airport should
Scottish
be over
Control,
there.
Easy 811 with you are 10 nautical miles from my top of descent for Edinburgh, Easy 811.
EG811, roger. Tweet 3 Alpha arrival landing runway 24 in Edinburgh.
Whereabouts are you, Andrew?
And flight level 260.
Just approaching the Barhead VRP, which is south of
Down
the
to
field.
260, Easy
Oh, yeah,
811.
I got it.
Bye, squids. Oh, you're off to bed. Bye, Dan the student. Good night. Need to make a right.
EG363, EG36907, descent to altitude 3000 feet.
So, this is 3000, easy 3697.
So there's a field over to my 11
Scottish
o'clock.
Control, Golf Mike Oscar is entering right base for runway 23 at Glasgow. Golf Mike Oscar.
Oscar, my Oscar, you will be number 1, enter right base, runway 23, and report final.
We'll report final, Golf Mike Oscar.
Golf Whiskey Yankee after Barhead VRP, enter left hand downwind for runway 23, and report.
After Barhead VRP, left hand downwind for runway 23 Golf Whiskey Yankee.
Ryanair 912, descent to 3000 feet.
1000 feet, right, Mr. Alpha.
So nearly overhead Barhead. Credit to the controller though, he's doing everything brilliantly.
Speedbird to 664, squawk identical your passing altitude.
Squawk ident passing 2000 feet, speed 264.
Ryanair 912, after left heading 310 degrees.
010 degrees, well, Mr. Alpha.
It's impossible.
What was that? Golf Whiskey Yankee overhead Barhead VRP entering left downwind.
Golf Whiskey Yankee, thank you.
Relay mittens. You're right. Don't misbehave. So we've lost visibility now.
Golf Mike Oscar entering short final for runway 23 Glasgow.
Golf Mike Oscar, find runway 23 and go. Wind is 310 degrees at 1 knot.
Clear touch and go, Golf Mike Oscar.
Ryanair 912, after left heading 270 degrees.
370 degrees, well, Mr.
3697, turn left heading 210 degrees, clear tail as approach runway 25. Report established.
Turn left 210 degrees cleared for the LS runway 25, will call easy 3697.
So we're now...
Ryanair 9er to Alpha, clear to let's approach runway 23, report established.
Turn LS 33, full service 99
hold on, Squid, I'll read that in a sec.
Scottish Control, good evening, shuttle.
Speed bears 2664, climb now, flight level 330.
Flying flight level 330, speed 2664.
Running that 9 well, ILS
Ryanair 9er to Alpha, Roger, thank you, runway 23, continue approach with variable afternoon, number 2.
Thank you. Continue approach runway 23, right now, this Alpha.
Golf Whiskey Yankee and the right hand orbit and advice, traffic on final.
Right hand orbit until advised, Golf Whiskey Yankee. So we slow down, keep our nose up.
Scope Control 3697, established on the ILS.
EG269er 7 runway 25, cleared to land, wind is 070 degrees at field.
Easy 3697. Scottish Control, got Oscar is on climb out from runway 23, passing 800 feet.
Golf Mike Oscar Roger, confirm your intentions.
North departure for destination of Inverness.
Golf Mike Oscar Roger, route direct Alexandria VIP.
Squid, my keyboard's busted, I stuff randomly.
Direct to Alexandria VIP, Golf Mike Oscar.
Ryanair 9er to Alpha, you are cleared to land, wind is variable as to not.
So we got the Ryanair landing now, and we'll need a wake clearance, so our plane doesn't fall apart.
Scottish Control, good evening, Shuttle 1 Charlie, we have...
Charlie 1 Charlie, good evening, Scottish Control, tweets,
At the weekend I'm flying the Cessna 172 and glider. My grandfather has lots of friends and asked them whether I could have a go on the planes. Fantastic. What's the most views you ever had? About 12?
Landing 24, Shuttle 1 Charlie.
But obviously that's only for a few seconds.
Bravo
If you
November
believe
Hotel Force, just leaving
little man.
Irving APR.
VRP.
Golf November Hotel, route direct Barhead VIP.
Direct to Barhead VIP. Bravo November Hotel 46.
14 for 10 minutes, well done you.
Shuttle 1 Charlie, descent flight level 270.
Descent flight level 270, Shuttle 1 Charlie.
Easy 811, descent flight level 140.
Down to 140, easy 811.
Okay, we're still on a right-hand orbit, so just listening out for Scottish Control to tell us to cancel the orbits and then either join back downwind or on the base leg for runway 23.
You done your touch and go yet, Andrew?
No, I'm on a right-hand orbit at the moment.
Oh, an orbit.
Yeah,
How excite.
I know.
Golf Whiskey Yankee, traffic information, Boeing 737-800, final runway 23. The recommended distance spacing for wake vortex separation is 5 nautical miles.
Traffic information, Ryanair 737-800 on final approach. Traffic approach advisory 5 minutes for wake clearance, Golf Whiskey Yankee.
Golf Whiskey Yankee, orbit cancelled. You can continue downwind and report final. You are number 2.
Orbit cancelled, continue downwind, I'm number 2, Golf Whiskey Yankee.
Scottish Control, Shuttle 1 Charlie, we have traffic on Inverness, Andy.
So where do we
Shuttle
want
1
to
Charlie,
keep
a firm traffic is
going
level
around
below
one
your
more
nose.
time?
Scottish Control, Golf Sierra Mike Oscar is at 1,800 feet, approaching Alexandria VRP.
Golf Mike Oscar, Roger, you are cleared to leave Glasgow controls on VEG, Alexandria VRP, not about 2,000 feet VFR, and QNH is still 1018.
Clear to leave Scottish Glasgow Control, QNH 1018, not over 2,000 feet, Golf Mike Oscar.
Golf Mike Oscar, stay ahead Alexandria.
Scottish Control, easy 3697, runway vacated onto runway 35.
If 36907, thank you, welcome to Allegro Taxi to standby first choice.
Andrew, do you have charts? I have some charts, but for the UK...
Nice to stand on the choice, easy
maps.
3697, thank you for the service, bye bye. Control, Golf Mike Oscar is reporting overhead VRP Alexandria.
Golf Mike Oscar, Roger, you are currently outside of the controlled airspace. Would you like any service?
Sorry, could you repeat the question? Golf Mike Oscar?
Golf Mike Oscar, you are currently outside of the controlled airspace. Would you like to have or receive a service?
Negative, we'll resume our navigation, Golf Mike Oscar.
Mike Oscar, Roger. Part 3 regional pressure is 1015.
1015, Golf Mike Oscar. Thank you for your service.
Can I turn base leg?
How's Steve doing? Have you got him on your radar?
No.
I'm out of here.
You can fly now Easy 570 with you, flight level 160, descending flight level 140.
Thanks, Squid. I do appreciate that, but obviously I prefer to pay for things I use for these days. But I appreciate the sentiment.
Easy 811, descent flight level 7,
So we're on base leg. Just follow the river.
Those for Easy 570, sorry?
Right, so...
Easy 570, continue with present heading, stand by. DC 570, contact Newcastle radar, frequency 124.370.
Oh, Squid, Newcastle radar's on.
You can fly 370, Easy 570.
Easy 811, turn right heading 020 degrees, descent to flight level 70.
Down to 70, right 020, easy 811.
Level 1, flight level 150.
say emphasis.
Shuttle 1 Charlie, descent flight level 150.
Descent 50, Shuttle 1 Charlie. Bravo November Hotel 46 is over Barhead VRP.
Bravo November Hotel, Roger, join down in runway 23 and report.
And downwind for runway 23, Bravo November Hotel 46.
Golf Whiskey Yankee reporting final runway 23. Did he give me permission?
I don't know.
Golf Whiskey Yankee 3, you are cleared for touch and go. Wind is variable as to match.
Clear touch and go, Golf Whiskey Yankee.
Golf Whiskey Yankee, state your intentions after touch and go.
After touch and go, we request a departure to the north en route to Inverness.
Golf Whiskey Yankee, Roger, after departure. You are cleared to leave Glasgow control zone via Alexandria VRP on the above altitude 2000 feet VFR TNH 1018.
1018. I've lost the runway. After departure, we are cleared to leave the controlled zone via the Alexandria VRP not above 2,000 feet on the QNH 1018 Golf Whiskey Yankee.
EGPK to right heading 020 degrees, descent flight level 160.
Scottish Control, 56 with you at flight level coming up 210 on a heading of 3, on a heading of 003.
Reverse to 6, Roger, join Lanark to Alpha arrival, landing runway 23 in Glasgow.
Say again, so stupid 6.
Reverse to 6, join Lanark to Alpha arrival, landing 23 in Glasgow.
Lama heading for a runway 23 in Glasgow.
Reverse to 6, route direct Lanark.
Bishopston,
Redirect Lama.
Dumbarton, Alexandria.
Scottish good evening, Scandinavian 815 flight level 360.
Scandi 815, hello, station control. When ready, descend flight level 310 level LRD.
We're ready to level the latitude flight level 310, Scandinavian
Okay, so there's our departure.
Thanks. EG811 descend to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1018.
Okay, Squid, see you in a sec. I'll get to read all your messages in a sec.
QNH 1018 down to 4,000. Easy 811.
Shuttle 1 Charlie, descend flight level 70.
Eastern flight level 70, Shuttle 1 Charlie.
Scottish Control, how would you write Lama and your FMC?
ISM, route direct Lama, Lima Alpha, November Alpha Kilo.
Right, so we've got a lot of catching up to do with Simon.
Scottish Control with you at 280, 405.
EV405, hello, station control, Lanark to Alpha arrival, landing runway 23.
Got to wave your way through the mountains if he says don't go above 2,000 feet.
No, you can request higher if you're still under his
Bravo
control.
November Hotel on final runway 23.
I think once you're out of the controlled Glasgow
Bravo November
airspace, you
Hotel
can
for
climb.
6 runway
All right.
23, you're cleared for touch and go. Wind is variable astronauts.
Still keeping an eye on us then, because he didn't ask us to go to Unicom.
No.
EG811, turn left head 335, base left descent to altitude 3000 feet.
Left 335, down to 3000, easy 811.
Golf Whiskey Yankee, report overhead Alexandria VRP.
Report overhead Alexandria VRP, Golf Whiskey Yankee.
Golf November Hotel 46, report your intention, sir.
Ascension go, heading north towards Inverness for Bravo November Hotel.
Golf
We're at our 2,000 feet limit now.
You're cleared to lift Glasgow controls on by Alexandria VRP. Not above altitude 2000 feet VFR, QNH 1018.
QNH 1018, above 2,000 feet, depart the Alexandria VRP.
Easy 811 turn left heading 220 degrees, clear tail as approach runway 24.
Left 220, cleared for runway 24, easy 811.
Shuttle 1 Charlie, turn right heading 30 degrees.
Turn right. Go to Shuttle 1 Charlie.
Golf November Hotel 46, after action go right hand turn out route direct to Alexandria VRP.
Okay, we can't see anything, so we're not true VFR. But we will soldier on.
I am struggling as well. I'm going to have to drop a... I was alright at 1,500, I've just gone a bit higher and I can't see a thing.
And Shuttle 1 Charlie out 38 nautical track miles left to go. Descent to altitude 4000 feet, QNH in Edinburgh 1018.
Descend to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1018, Shuttle 1 Charlie.
Scottish Heavy, you have any higher at the moment, flight level 330, speed 2664.
Speed burst 2664, roger, climb flight level 370.
Flight level 370, speed 264, thank you.
Golf Whiskey Yankee reporting overhead
Bravo November
Alexandria
Hotel,
VRP.
head-
Golf Whiskey Yankee, roger, currently outside of the controlled airspace. Would you like to have any service?
A basic service, Golf Whiskey Yankee.
Golf Whiskey Yankee, roger, basic service. You have port P regional pressure is 1015.
So what is a basic service then?
That's where they just give you weather information. You've got
Alright,
a
okay.
traffic service where they report to you all the planes within your vicinity that you've got to read back. And then you've got a radio service? I don't know, let me just find the link.
Scottish Control, Sleeper 26, direct to runner. Easy 811, runway 4, correction, Easy 811, contact Edinburgh Tower, frequency 118.7.
Contact Tower 118.70, easy 811, thank you for your service.
Easy 811, actually Tower has just disappeared, so runway 4, you are clear to land, wind is 020 degrees afternoon.
Clear to land, runway 24, easy 811.
Right, I'm trying to do too many things at once, so autopilot is going to have to go on.
Shuttle 1 Charlie, descend to altitude 3000 feet, turn left heading 340 degrees, baseline.
I've found a nice little valley which I suspect is going to lead onto the locks So it'll be
Okay, yeah.
Fort William and Loch Ness, and that's so I guess I can follow that all the way up there.
Yeah, I'm following you.
And I'm well below cloud as well, so that's quite nice. Good scenery. See where I'm going. All's well. I can stop and have a sandwich.
Bravo November Hotel 46 is now Alexandria VRP.
Golf November Hotel Archer. Currently outside of the control desk space. Would you like to have any further service?
Negative, we'll continue then navigation.
Archer, thank you for the information. Port regional pressure is 1015.
1015. Bravo November.
Level 1 Charlie, Southwest heading to 20 degrees. Clear terrace approach runway 24.
Oh, we want to go up.
So lessing 220 degrees, clear left approach, Shuttle 1 Charlie.
Scottish Control request descent, EV405.
EG405 initially descent flight level 250.
250 EV405.
Again.
Scottish Control request ahead to Lana. The FMC or the VAS FMC for some reason isn't working. Request ahead.
Speedbird 26, Roger, continue heading 360 degrees.
360, thank you. Scottish Control, good evening, Scandinavian 542, passing 50210, 50250.
Scandi 542, Scottish Control, climb flight level 350.
50350, Scandinavian 542.
EG405, should back to Lanak, when ready descent flight level 70, level Lanak.
Attention 170 before Lana, EV405.
What was that then?
So you
That
got
was fun.
basic, traffic, and
Oh, right, yeah.
confliction. So when they ask you what service do you require, it's going to be one of those three.
I shall have a look. Copy link location, yes. Do
That was good fun, wasn't it?
That was,
Yes.
yeah, really good.
That's how you learn.
Really is.
Scottish Control, we've got 26, doesn't have 360 on the
Yeah, if you want Smith, that's no problem.
I'll put it to 350, is that okay?
Speedbird 26, fly heading 340 degrees.
Great, sorry for that.
We're going to be seeing some lovely mountains and countryside.
Quite close
Channel
up in
1
some
Charlie,
cases.
runway 24,
Yeah.
clear to land, wind is 020 degrees afternoon.
Clear to land, Shuttle 1 Charlie.
Hi, Otto.
Scottish Control, very good evening. Jersey Foxtrot Golf Dash 8 here at Belfast City. This is not 37.
Jersey Steve Foxtrot Golf, good evening, Scottish Control.
Hello.
Yeah, clear
Hello,
to
Stuart.
Midlands via Lima 603. Way,
Yes.
initially climb flight level 100.
So good.
Squawk 36.
These mountains
Okay,
are
so
hard.
cleared on the Lima 603 air, promise for level 100 and confirm squawk 360. Please, Foxtrot Golf.
Jersey 3, Foxtrot Golf, squawk 626. The present digit is 2.
When it comes to going through the zones and all that with ATC, I have to go back to my one
Jersey
screen
3,
and move
Foxtrot
charts
Golf, your
around.
read back is correct. When ready, push and start is up to destination city 1017. Active runway for you will be 04.
Right, so I need to find Simon.
Speed burst to 6, descend at level 140.
10 flight level 140 for speed up 26.
How I need to just get it.
Scandi 542, route direct Petio, Papa Echo, Tango India Lima.
Raiders Headwood, Scandinavia 5.
So it's going to be heading north-eastish.
Yeah, not too much. I'm navigating around some
Scandinavian
mountains,
815, contact London 133.7. Thanks, see you next time.
I'm edging my way over to the locks. So,
London 123.617, Scandinavian 815. Have a good night.
That's too close, go up.
Scottish Control, speed up 26. Is the runway heading for runway 23? Is it 230?
You enjoying flying around these mountains, Andrew?
Yeah, I'm trying to use autopilot, it's not working. Anyway, have you been restricted then? Have you had your wings clipped, Squid? Have you been flying too much?
Yeah, sadly that's the case.
Oh. That's good
Who's
in one
clipped-
respect.
Who's clipped your wings?
It's mummy.
Oh dear.
If my mum did that to me...
Don't give him any ideas.
Oh, goodness.
That'd be murder.
I would.
My voice has gotten remarkably better, it was really croaky.
Yeah, your tonsillitis.
Runway 13 to show 1 Charlie.
That might be an exaggeration, but
Oh,
it
right,
was close
okay.
enough.
Right, you need to fly over this ravine.
Shell 1 Charlie, thank you, welcome to Edinburgh. Taxi to stand of your choice.
But have you got your
Thank you.
P3D stopped crashing and so on, Squid, now?
Yeah, that's sorted.
Yeah, good.
Scottish Control, speed up 26. Passing 210 on 140.
Look at that scenery, that is awesome.
Okay.
I'm going to have to have a look on my tablet. So I can see you.
Steelers 26, heading for runway 23 is obviously heading 230. If you want, I can send you an ILS chart for this
I'm
arrival.
looking. Some of these mountains are that high and they're like cloud all around.
Yes, please.
Are any of you
Close my
looking
eyes
forward
and
to
point
the FS Labs A320?
Yes and no. No, because I've waited so long for it. I mean, I was posting on forums about 4 years ago saying it's going to be released soon, it's going to be released soon. But I'm sure they got their reasons. And will I fly it in relation to its kind of superior in-depth fidelity than I fly the Aerosoft? Like, I just like the day-to-day operation of the Aerosoft. I wouldn't really care too much if, you know, obviously the emergencies and so on. But it's only FSX compatible for the moment, isn't it?
Oh, that's a shame.
Can you put the camera outside again so I can see
Yeah,
the
hold on.
land? 'Cause I'm a few seconds.
Just open the window.
Apparently the FS Labs is a lot more, like, detailed as in real-life procedures than the
Yeah, that's
Aerosoft.
right. That's
But
it.
I looked at some screenshots of the cockpit, but it doesn't look as high detail.
Wow.
Yeah, no, they have to deliver because they have been working on it for about 5 years, probably longer. They've also brought revisions to their Concorde X.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I'm sure it is absolutely excellent. I'm sure they've done a very good job. I may or may not get it, I suppose. I still haven't got the PMDG 737. obviously the 747. I don't tend to fly those kind of long haul routes, and it seems a bit of a waste to fly it on short haul routes.
Yeah.
Scottish Control, Speedbird 26. What's the landing on
The NGX is great, you should invest in it.
Yeah, I know. I went down the iFly
Speedbird
737
26,
route.
I cannot understand your question. It will be faded.
Speedbird 26 calling. What is the
That's my thing,
landing on me at Glasgow? Is it
I don't know whether to look at the
wheel there?
scenery or the hat, I don't know.
Speedbird 26. Speedbird 26, there is only one single runway in Glasgow.
Yeah, sorry.
I like the plane, Andrew.
Yeah, the plane's nice. The Islander. It's yeah, always been impressed with this one.
It's ideal for up here as well.
Yeah, very sturdy. Yeah, no, but I look forward to the Flight Sim Labs A320 reviews, see what people say about it. But like I say, I'm not one of these flyers that would fly it to that nth degree to... You know, I don't even manage my fuel plan.
Charlie, thanks. See you next time, Kieran.
Simon, why are you coming backwards?
I'm not. Oh, is that what the R is for on my gear stick here?
Well, you're going due west according to plan.
I'm avoiding
Scottish
the
Control,
mountaintop.
Speedbird 26, almost at 140.
It's quite nice this. I was just like following ravines and things.
Speedbird
Just-
first, pleasure, continue.
Beautiful land.
It is 405, it was supposed to be flight level 70 over Lanark. Anyway,
tell
we
him
will
that we-
correct that
when we want to
quickly.
land
And
in
descend
Inverness,
flight level 70 and leave Lanark heading 360 degrees.
Well, we've already told him our destination of Inverness, so he's aware of the intention.
770 and we're going to heading 360 at Lanark at EG405.
You enjoying X-Plane, Andrew?
Cheers.
Yeah, still no desire to upgrade yet. My biggest bugbear at the moment is this whole Windows 10 shenanigans, where they're kind of really forcefully and mercifully trying to force Windows 7 users to update to Windows 10.
Excuse me.
Yeah, have you done it? Have you on? Are you
No,
on
I'm
Windows
trying to
10?
hold out.
Yeah, me too.
Jersey 3 function
I'm
Golf,
not a problem. I don't like
via
that.
Alpha, holding point Alpha 3,
We're going
runway
to have to
04.
sooner or later on.
Well, yes and no. I don't like the idea of Windows 10. I think the whole kind of what they call Windows as a service and this whole updating,
Speedbird 26,
whether you like it or not.
310, descend, flight level 80.
I don't like the telemetry they've introduced, sort of like saying how long you use
Descend
programs
flight
for,
level
and kind of they can report all that back to their servers, and you don't have a say in it.
turn.
It's just, why would they want to do that? It just seems very sinister.
More control over
What was
us.
the heading, sorry?
Yeah, no, it is. It's bottom line, it's control.
Speedbird 26, heading 310 degrees.
30.
Simon hasn't got any of this problem with his Mac.
That's
No,
right.
don't have any
But,
problem
well,
with
no, they could, because they built that into Mac from the off. So if you kind of, you know, bought into the Mac environment, you would know. But with Windows 7, you never had that to begin with. They've kind of backdated it to Windows 7 products that they've kind of introduced telemetry and kind of an upgrade facility whether you want it or not.
Sure.
So you have to kind of like trawl through all the updates and uninstall the ones that you don't want to kind of avoid.
Scottish Control, Speedbird 26, turning to 310 down to 80.
And it's not as though I've got anything to hide. I just don't like that kind of as a
Speedbird
forceful
26, Roger, if you do not confirm
kind of approach to
that you
things.
have done something unless you've been asked for it.
So where I find myself end up is probably on Linux with X-Plane.
Okay.
Because obviously Windows 10 comes with DirectX 12, and there were promises of like super goodness on graphics card, but I think the reality of it
Jersey
is
3 function Golf,
unlikely.
runway 04, you're cleared for takeoff. Wind speed, calm.
Well, the reason I'm still on Windows 7 is because like all the tutorials are on Windows 7, like for FSX and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
So
And Speedbird 3 Foxtrot Golf, my apologies, hadn't passed you after departure instructions. After departure, turn right, route direct to Peapod.
Under the point 04 right turn route, Papa 3 Foxtrot Golf.
But yeah, I mean, P3D, I don't know what 100 quid it is to buy.
They have got the academic license, which is...
Yeah, I wouldn't, like I
apparently-
said to you in the kind of regarding the charts, I'd rather pay, you know, what I'm expected to pay for it than, you know, I'm not a student, I'm not learning to fly, so I'd pay the full whack. But obviously, if you did that, like if you had 2.5 and missed the upgrade offer for 3, because you know, they gave people that brought it in the last like month or so the ability to upgrade, but people that paid 100 quid or whatever the last time round didn't get a chance to upgrade, so that's then 200 quid they would have to buy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
EG405, descent altitude 3,500 feet. Glasgow QNH is 1018.
Down to 3,500 feet, EG405.
There's not a lot of space between the ground and the clouds where
EG405,
I
you've
am
got
at the minute.
approximately 30 nautical miles left to go.
Right, I'm gonna have to go, so I'll see you.
Alright, that's
later.
good. Thanks for joining us. See you soon. Bye.
Right, see you later. Bye bye.
See you later. Bye.
DG3 Foxtrot available passing 2,500 feet.
Jersey 3 Foxtrot Golf, Roger, squawk guidance.
Hello Dan, welcome back.
Okay, 3
We'll
Foxtrot
tune
Golf.
into 328, which is the ADF for Inverness.
Jersey 3 Foxtrot Golf, thank you. I'm now flight level 230.
Oh, DG3 Foxtrot Golf.
We're out of range, and the ILS is 108.5, so we can tune that in as well.
EG405, turn left heading to 80 degrees spaceback.
I'm following the VOR, which is
Left 280.
109.20.
Sorry, EG405.
109.20.
And we're about 50 miles.
Excellent, there it is.
Oh, look at that. That's nice. I can drop altitude now.
Emre Kulu, hello
Flight
to you.
control, speed up to 6 at 80.
Speedbird to 6 Roger.
So we're following the VOR then. Which will take us to Inverness on the northeast of Scotland.
I'm about to go along a lock.
Yeah. So Matt Davis, he had his Simcast presentation he released to YouTube.
Oh, you're right.
That's his new kind of highlights from the previous month show, and it's very good. Obviously, very slick presentation.
Yeah.
There's a website and giveaways to go with it, so he's kind of really pushing boundaries, which is great to see.
He knows how to make videos.
Oh, he does, yeah.
Speedbird to 6, turn right heading 340 degrees, descent to altitude 3,500 feet. QNH for Glasgow is 1018.
So we are flying south of Fort William.
Descent altitude 3,000 feet and turn left to 4. What was the heading, sorry?
I guess he's riding along 2 on Sunday with
Descent
some
altitude
mates.
3,500 feet, heading 340 degrees.
That's a film, isn't it? Ride Along 2. I haven't seen Ride Along 1.
Descent altitude 3.5 and turn heading 340.
EG405 to the left heading to direction, turn left heading
See, we're
50 degrees,
getting into
descend
bad weather
altitude
now.
3000 feet.
See the weather changing right in front of us.
Down 3,000 feet and heading 250, EG405.
So what we'll do, we'll try and
EG405
turn
on that
our
heading, clear tails, approach runway 23, report established.
shift and
4
3.
fully established, EG405.
So let's turn this on. Like so. Is there a ride along one? Have they gone straight into ride along 2? We want to go to EGPE. E G P E. Enter. Enter. Okay, so let's see if this works. We want to go via GPS, autopilot and navigation there. But why do you persist in
Fully established on runway 230,
Descending.
EG405.
I'm going to crash into that.
EG405, thank you, runway 23, clear to land. Wind S, variable at 1 knot.
Clear to land, EG405.
Right. Dan, I only saw Jump Street 22 recently. I'm so out of touch with films. That's why I love Netflix, because it's suitable for people like me that haven't been to cinema for 17 years.
That reminds me, I was out on DVD yesterday.
You were? Oh, fantastic. This is the Everest film that you were starring in.
Yeah.
Well done. I saw the clip of it advertised on telly. Are you in that?
No.
Oh.
No.
Sky Control, speedboat
How far into the film are you?
down at 3500
That is a good question.
on the heading of 340.
You're selling it on, it's been sold for,
Reverse Sussex
10
treasure.
pounds.
Do you remember what we said last time?
like
Do
a
not
one-stop shop.
confirm that you have achieved.
Sorry, I didn't
For
hear that.
example,
There's
heading
lots
or
of
altitude
radio chatter
unless
over
you've
you.
been asked for it.
It's been sold at a local shop.
Alright.
Right,
10
sorry.
pound.
Have it.
And I looked at it and I saw Everest. I thought, I'm sure that's the one, is it?
Yeah, that's when I get my hands on a copy. I shall do some.
You mean as a star actor, you don't get one?
It's great. I know it's terrible, isn't it? It's terrible.
Did you get royalties for any DVD sold?
Oh no.
You didn't negotiate hard enough on your contract then.
No.
That's my agent's fault.
Yeah.
Because what I would like a signed copy. If I buy a copy,
Okay. Well,
like to sign it.
if you want to buy one, send it over here. I'll sign it for you and send it back to you. How's that?
Lovely. That sounds great. I tell you what, if you look on webcam, so I've got my copy of Thinking About Computer Programming
Station calling Falls Cache Control, take
by
your call sign
Steve
only.
Smith.
Hang on, don't do it yet.
Do
'cause
not
I've
mind fine.
got to get you up again.
Intercity 295, hello, Cache Control. Stand by for your clearance.
Andrew Reed.
Oh, for goodness! You're meant to be mentoring me.
Intercity 295, you're clear to
I
Manchester.
can't watch all these codes. Everybody's
the
doing the same time.
Palace Charlie departure runway 24,
Hold on.
squawk 3635.
Okay, far away.
All right, so Thinking About Computer Programming by Steve Smith. I used to work with Steve. He told me he wrote a book, and I haven't found it for ages. But recently, I found my own copy, and I got it through I think Amazon. And I looked inside, and it had already been signed.
Oh, right.
So I got him to sign it as well for me.
So how come he signed it before?
because
Intercity
it was a
295,
book that went to a charity shop. So I said to him, do you know, obviously, the couple in there? And apparently I think it was related to him, like a brother-in-law or something. So the brother-in-law had obviously given the book to charity, and then I had received my copy, so it's now been signed twice by the author. So now we know a man that's been in the film as well. I can start my collection of signed memorabilia.
Yeah. Then you can go on the Antiques Roadshow and say, well, this was signed by... This was signed by Simon,
Control has traffic
who was
on
in this
my left side.
who didn't actually take up the role of being a stormtrooper, which has really upset my mate.
Speed versus 6, that's correct. To the 10,000 to 3,000 feet.
That's quite a collection you've got there, Andrew. Was it 2 now?
That's right. Massive, yeah. You got to start somewhere, haven't you?
Down 50,000 feet.
No denying that.
3,000
Well, you're going to be his third.
Second.
Actually,
So
6 or left heading to 7, correction to 60 degrees, clear terrace, approach runway to 33 report established.
So, this is Loch Ness then coming up, I think. Is it? Or is it up
Nope. Oh no, you're miles off Loch Ness.
Alright, I thought Loch Ness was near Inverness.
It is, but you're nowhere near either of them.
Alright. Okay. What's the big lake in front of me?
Coming to 260.
What's happened to my weather? My weather's just gone funny.
And speed versus you are cleared for ILS approach runway 23, report when established.
So is Loch Ness the one that's just before Inverness?
Yeah.
Welcome, fam.
Dan, I'm doing computer programming at GCSE. It's so hard. One of my friends failed their exam because none of their 3 programs worked. I get paid for making my programs not work, or making programs that don't work.
Jersey 34 Golf, contact London 133
It's like web development, so you've got like a database on the back end and code in between the database and the front end and the front end. So at the moment, I'm making a like a portal for companies to receive their orders from one of our systems.
to 6 spots. You are leaving my airspace. No, unfortunately, no one.
What language, Dan, is that? Is that
Monitoring
Python?
1 to decimal. Thank you.
Uniform. That's my
JavaScript?
Beaver 2664. Many thanks for the service tonight. See you again. Bye-bye.
EG405, welcome to Glasgow. Vacate left. Contact to Glasgow ground. Frequency 121 decimal 7. Have a good evening. See you next time.
Scottish Control, Speedbird 26, has the runway.
Python now and JavaScript later on.
Over
Very
to,
good.
I think it wants to be a service E05.
Speedbird to 6, runway 23, you are cleared to land. Wind is variable at 1 knot.
Roger that, clear to land, 23, Speedbird 26.
There's a plane. Oh, I'm just to the side of that mountain. To you, Steve.
I've got mainly clouds around me.
There's a big mountain to your left.
Yep.
On the other side of that.
I thought I could see a monster. I thought it was a Loch Ness, and it looked like it was you.
No,
That's charming, isn't it?
I've painted my tail thin black just for the the occasion.
I thought it was Jaws. I could just see this black feet coming through the clouds.
So we've got a restriction around the Fort William area which says 8,000 feet to air, or above that basically, is air-to-air refueling.
Okay.
So that must be obviously a military operations area.
So we can't go below it?
You can't go above 8,000 feet, but you can go below it. Have you got Plan G open, Steve?
Plan G, yeah.
You have. There's a button on it that says lock. Doesn't say which one.
Oh yeah. Lock. Oh right.
Thank
I was
you.
looking for it as well.
Did you hear that? That was the sound of the penny dropping.
What are friends for?
With friends like these, who needs enemies? Yeah.
So we've got a couple of VRPs around the area. We've got Inverness to Martin, Inverness Dores, or Doors, and Inverness Dingwall.
295 ready for tank for you, right, for Edinburgh.
Do we just go in or do we have to wait?
Intercity 905. Taxi the following points Delta 1.
I don't know, have we got ATIS
via
for
Golf, Mike
Inverness?
and Alpha. Delta 1 by Golf, Mike and Alpha.
What have we got? QNH is 1018. Winds are 230 at 03 knots. Clouds few at 800 feet, scattered at 100 feet. Temperature is -1, dew point -1.
Speedbirds to 6, welcome to Glasgow. Contact Glasgow ground frequency 121.7. Bye bye.
Yeah, it's difficult. Dan, the student, my friend was about to try to get away with print hello on their exam. I think it's like when I was at school learning languages, French, German. I just never saw the point. Whereas now I'm in my old age, I see, many a reason to learn a different language. Same with programming. It should help you to think logically and kind of sort things into some form of order, which is helpful for most things in life. But I understand it's not everyone's cup of tea.
Scandinavian 542. You are leaving my space note for the ATCs available. Monitoring you come once to gas and light. Thanks and see you next week.
Okay, I'm Jim Campbell to see this. Thanks for good night. Scandinavian 542.
My fuel pump was on all that time.
Right, I've had a message, so it's at your own discretion, guys. Right, I contacted the guy on ATC just to make sure that we didn't need to check with him.
Okay.
He says normally you would have to let him. He would let you know what how to enter and all that. But he says it is about to close, so it's at our own discretion.
Lovely. It's been busy. You had all the controllers on tonight. Scottish, London, North West. That's alright, yeah, but we were flying under Scottish control. Tam Spears, you Scottish? No, I'm not, but we're flying towards Inverness. So this was part of the Land's End to John O'Groat's VFR flying. But I have been to Scotland on 2 road trips, which was lovely. Done 2 tours of the Highlands, and done a lovely stay in Edinburgh.
I'll take the high road and
You'll
take
take
the
the
low.
The
Oh,
only words I know in Swedish are swear words. That's a random fact, Dan.
I didn't think the Swedes ever swore.
No,
I
peaceful.
thought they were a very soft nation. Yeah.
Yeah.
so I think I've just managed to navigate my way through the channels to Loch Ness.
Oh, can you see him?
Yeah,
Is he there?
he's just taking a breath.
There was a man on television recently who he actually swam the whole length of it, and he said even though you know it's not real, he said he was absolutely petrified, just in case, you know.
Golf Whiskey Yankee, scheduled control will be some closing, however, it's reported traffic activity from Inverness and weather information for Inverness from 2020 Zulu, wind is calm, visibility 10 kilometers or more. Sky conditions via 800 feet scattered 200, 1000 broken 4300 feet, temperature -1, viewpoint -1, QNH 1018.
Closing soon at own discretion, winds calm, temperature -1, QNH is 1018. Thank you very much for an excellent service tonight, Golf Whiskey Yankee.
No worries, thanks for flying guys, and see you next time. You can switch now to Unique.
Ready for Contra.
Intercity 295 runway 40 minutes for takeoff, wind is variable at 1.
Golf, 295.
I wish Plan G would have on all the airspace and all that.
It has, yeah. If you click on the Vatsim icon,
Yeah.
it does show you little icons to say what's controlled, but it's not as good as Vatastic, because it wouldn't necessarily show that Scottish is online.
Right, so now what we need is a entry pattern for Inverness.
I'm just going to do a downwind.
You're just gonna downwind.
Yeah.
I'll let you two go first.
Are we doing runway
2-3 probably.
2-3, yeah.
2-3, yeah. Can you see any helicopters overhead heading towards Aberdeen?
Oh, loads.
Loads. There's a plane with a banner behind it saying Aberdeen X-plane being released soon.
Yep. Oh, Simon, you know Flyby Guy?
Yeah.
And he comes from Aberdeen.
Mm-hmm.
He's done the bridge that goes over the River Dee, so I thought I'd include that in there.
All right.
Control baby, KLM 1293 will let you climbing through that.
Right, so I'm going to go to 122.8. Yeah, no, it's been good flying this evening. Good use of the ATC.
Yeah, oh, the ATC really helps you to learn when you're so busy like that, doesn't it?
But I'm back on default scenery now, so I did buy the middle part of the Scottish VFR scenery, but I didn't have enough SSD space to install it.
Okay.
Using Swedish swear words has saved me from getting a detention. For example, I fell off my chair and shouted, but my teacher had no idea what I said. That's one way of getting around it. Clever thinking, Dan.
How do you know she doesn't understand Swedish?
Well, exactly.
Was it an IKEA chair?
If it was, she might know Swedish.
Yeah. Edinburgh radar is online. Not that it has anything to do with us. And you've got the Kinloss and Lossiemouth or Mouth controlled area just northeast of Inverness, which has the two military bases.
What's the furthest north of Scotland that you've actually seen anyone doing air traffic control?
You've got obviously the what do you call it? Scandinavian countries, kind of. But yeah, a Scottish would control, I guess, up to the Shetland Islands if they were quiet.
Mm.
Yeah, so my scenery's gone a little bit bland again. It's just the default FSX, but it's got the snow.
Oh, right.
Obviously, I realise that X-Plane doesn't do seasons or snow, so
Well, Marginal, there's one guy called Marginal, he's got seasonal, if you watch, is it Wycliffe?
Yeah.
I think it's Wycliffe's. He's got marginal seasonal trees. So whatever time of the year it is, the trees, will change.
very good.
So they're getting there.
Yeah,
Slow
slowly.
but sure, they're getting there.
Seems like a massive omission if you ask me, but no one asked me.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to do, when Simon's looked at Aberdeen and done any checks that he wants to do, I'm going to do 2 versions.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, master warning, what we got here? Okie dokie. I'm going to do one for the summer version and one for the winter with all the snow on it.
Excellent. This has got to be Loch Ness now, we're near, so that's out of my window.
Let's have a look. See where you are.
I'm now downwind of said runway.
So next week is the final leg of this journey.
Yep.
It's going to be sad. We need to obviously make it a memorable occasion, but then think about what's up and coming on the next few streams.
Well,
and
that's.
Tuesdays.
I think Steve should hand the baton to you now.
Oh.
We've all had a go then, yeah.
Yeah, because it was first it was Simon, wasn't it? Then it was me. Now it's you.
What about John O'Groats to Land's End? Just off the top of my head.
Whatever you come up with, I'm sure
Well,
you'll be able to do.
I'll tell you what, I'm impressed. You have such an imagination there, Andrew. That's.
I turn things on their head, don't I? It's
You
What,
always see both sides of the coin, don't you?
My frame rate's dropped all of a sudden for I don't know why. Why would that be? I've got no idea.
Okay, so I need to think about heading downwind now for runway 23.
I want to write on Unicom that I'm going downwind, but I'm having to battle at the moment with the plane, so I can't.
We got the sun going down over there. Lovely shimmer on the lake over there.
Here comes the sun.
Oh dear.
Right, this is all good. I'm hoping for a spectacular landing from everyone.
Spectacular or uneventful? What's
Well, I think they're both the same, aren't they?
well, you could. I've seen some of your spectacular landings, and they were certainly far from
I know,
uneventful.
but that was the masterclass in the art of flying.
Madeira madness.
Oh yeah, that was terrible. Turned out, investigation, there was some missing bolts in the plane.
So it wasn't your fault.
No, it wasn't my fault.
Ah, right. Okay.
It was the technicians let me down. Okay, this is all looking good. So while we're flying downwind, let's have a look at the other planes then. So we got the twin prop
What's Inverness?
Echo
oh,
Golf
yeah, isn't it?
Papa
Yeah.
Echo.
Yeah, sorry. Carry on.
And then we got the Cessna 172 from Simon. Just going into cloud there.
So you're on final, are you, Steve?
I'm just coming round to the runway, yeah.
See, I need to start descending.
It's a small airport.
Well, they get the is it A319s in there, possibly the A320s.
Is that the Loch Ness along the side of us? Or is that
Yes,
different
that's
Loch Ness?
right. Yeah.
Well, there's water either side. The water right on Inverness is the North Sea.
Oh, right. Oh. I've crashed.
Oh no. Luton got so busy on the weekend, 4 departures. I do admit, Dan, I did log on and I was at London City and I saw you online, but as I was saying to Steve at the start of this, I got my A318 all set up, all ready to go, and I couldn't fire up my engines. So the engines fired up, but I couldn't increase or decrease the throttles. So I'm just restarting it. It seemed to work again. So I was meant to have a really good flight from London City to Dublin, but I will double check for Luton whenever I fly again. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, just a quick question to Steve.
Yeah.
How did you manage to crash?
I've got an engine fire apparently, but I'm looking and I can't see a fire.
Hello, Daniel. How are you?
It's the flattest airport in the world, and I've managed to crash it. But I'm still on all my wheels, and I seem to be all right. Would you believe that you can use your FM car here?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Very good.
It's a bit pointless on a very small airfield, but
I was thinking that. What can they do on some of the bigger ones? Normally, when you get an engine fire, you normally see it on the plane.
Are you sure it didn't catch fire when you hit the ground hard?
Well, but normally you get a lot of smoke coming from it, don't you?
Normally when you do it.
But I do it quite a lot actually. Anyway, I'm in a good position to watch you lot land anyway.
Well done. So we're flying over the A9 now. Somewhere down there.
Here comes the sun. Which map are you using, Andrew?
Plan G.
Well, how do you know it's the A9? Because I can't see anything on mine.
It says on Plan G. Obviously, you get different like data sets. One for X-plane, one for FSX. But no, if you sorry, that's a lie. If you zoom out, you should be able to see it.
I can see a motorway, but it doesn't say A9 on it.
Mine says A9. What version of Plan G have you got?
The one that's got planes on it?
Yeah, 3.1.2.
That's the one. I wonder if I've got something missing on it, or I can't seem to with this.
I don't know. Let me bring it up on stream then. You can see.
With this.
Loving that. Thanks very much.
With this iPad, I can't seem to get right into it.
Uh-oh, we're stalling.
See, you're all doing it.
Well, where's my pitot stall heaters? Fuel pump.
It's the monster in the lock is doing something.
Oh, we're rapidly losing airspeed. Pitot and stall heaters are on.
Right, where are you? Oh, there's one. There's two. Who's coming round first?
There we go, we're back online. Right, let's take over manual flight. Yeah, let me just see if I can get Plan G up to show you what I'm seeing. Oh no, I can't. Everything's
That'll be
grinding
that'll
to
be me
a halt.
first, I think.
Right.
Yeah, Daniel, this was my new attitudes, urban streetwear, whatever you want to call it. Right, we can see the airfield over to left of the cockpit then. So we're going to disengage autopilot and try and get a bit closer for a downwind leg. Can't see Simon at the moment.
I wonder if there's some kind of a setting on this tablet, because I can't seem to. You know when you put your finger on it and you spread it so you can go right in close. For some reason I can't do that on this tablet.
I was trying to appeal to a broad audience, Dan. Broad audience spectrum.
Here comes Simon. There's a big net in front of the airfield, Simon. It makes you crash.
Alright, yeah. The big foot that
Yep.
comes out and trips you up.
It's the tail of the Loch Ness Monster.
You're setting up a new VA. I saw your post on the Vatsim website, Dan. How are you getting on with that?
What's it going to be called?
Yeah, have you got... Well, might be on a non-disclosure at the moment.
Oh, true.
Have you got a scenery for Inverness, Steve?
No, I've just got the default. Have you?
No, just the default.
I'm quite impressed with the default with X-Plane, because last few years they've been allowing lots of people to put in, you know, all their airports and all that, so there's quite a few airports now that are filled.
That must be a job in itself, though, isn't it? Trying to monitor, you know, user submissions of airports, making sure they're, you know, accurate enough for a paid product.
The only thing is, at the moment they're trying to change it, but at the moment you can't use airports that you've got your own builds in there. Like we can't have Aberdeen in there because we've actually made some of the buildings ourselves.
Yeah.
It has to be from the libraries, you see, so which is a bit of a pain.
Here we go.
I'm waving. Can you see me waving?
No, I'm concentrating.
Oh right. Is that why you don't crash?
It's
Perfect
related
landing.
to BA, but it's a sector which is used for short hops. They practically gave it away. Smart cars have been bought. Excellent, that's good vision, Daniel. Very good.
I'm down, I'm alive. I'll go and find Steve, see where he is.
I'm behind you now. I'm not at the airport, I'm on the other side. Trying to fix this burst tyre.
You're lucky they didn't close the airfield.
There's nobody else. Oh, there's you two, yeah.
Yeah, I would have had to divert, wouldn't I?
To where? Where'd you divert from here? Glasgow.
Back to Glasgow.
Interesting, mate. My FM car says it's not available at this airport.
Mine says it is.
Are you sure? Have you got a map in the corner of your screen?
Yeah.
Oh. You must have put it in then.
It's like sometimes when I go to Aberdeen, it says that I haven't got a car, and sometimes I go to Aberdeen, it says I have. Work that one out.
Have you got a brother?
No.
That was like a defensive no. No.
Don't talk about my family.
Don't accuse me of having a brother.
I haven't actually.
Daniel, it's proven very difficult. Copyright and legal stuff is hard to deal with. Yeah, I can imagine it is. It's obviously a brand they want to protect.
Say that again?
Daniel is saying about he's proven difficult because he's got copyright and legal stuff is hard to deal with.
Oh, yeah, you have to go through that. I don't know which airline it was, but there was one airline where they tried to do a VA for them, and then the particular airline said, no, you can't. I can't remember
Yeah,
which one it was.
I'm sure that's been a lot of cases.
Which is a shame, I think. It's good advertising for them, I suppose. But I suppose if you do something wrong, it looks bad on the airline.
Oh, of course it does,
then.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're not going to pay any staff to monitor what you're doing with their trademark.
Yeah.
So, where... Oh, there he is. Look, just coming to screen. All eyes on Andrew.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could zoom in and film this for you.
Do you want me to do a little orbit while you get ready?
No, just do a... If you could fly upside down for the majority of the approach. Does it allow me to toggle AV? I don't know, it might do. Might have a go at this. See what happens.
To do what?
Record it.
Oh, yeah. Should be fine.
He says, famous last words. I'll click it and my computer will blow up.
Here he comes.
You can hear the concentration on the cat's sweating, Andrew's sweating.
Andrew's sweating on the cat.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much.
That's a work of art, that.
It's very soft tarmac, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good. There we go.
We're all alive. Well, apart from Steve, of course. Andrew and I are alive. That's the main thing.
Thanks, Ray.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Right, so flaps up.
Parking brake on.
Yeah, no, Daniel, well done on getting a VA set up, or in the process of getting one set up. That's been really hard work.
So we had to contact British Airways then?
I guess so, yeah. Big cross showing the taxiway's not in use.
That's the one that Steve and I have gone on.
I didn't get that far down the runway.
there you have the Cessna 172 of Simon just there.
Yeah, all shut down now. I shall open my doors as well. That'll be good, wouldn't it? If I open my doors. Do that. Open the window, open the door. There we go. I doubt it'll show that on your...
No, it shows gear down, I think. Not sure about flaps. Anyway,
I'm glad
so
the gear's
straight
down because it's
lights.
fixed
Yeah,
on
it
the
is a
carriage,
fix.
so... Well, that was alright. I was quite busy with the old controller on.
Okay, that's done. Parking brake needs to go on. And then on the light panel, landing lights, nav lights, pitot and stop heaters. Passenger lights and shift and E. There we go.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Yeah, no, really good, and look forward to the finale next week.
The grand finale.
And like I said, I'm off on the 2nd.
You'll have to have the airport sometime during the week then.
Yes.
Perhaps next weekend or
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
so you can load it and make sure it's all right for your system.
That'd be great. And yeah, that'd be a big finale. Fantastic stuff. So we flew out of Prestwick. We went into Glasgow's controlled airspace from Scottish Control. We did a touch and go off runway 23, was it? We then headed north past the Alexandria VRP and headed up through the mountains to Inverness on the northeast coast of Scotland. We did that really well, so excellent. Well done for your flight plan, Steve.
Thank you.
And as a special treat, I shall do it in a helicopter.
Oh, your last one, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I think I might actually.
Oh, go on, get it out, get it out.
And obviously I'll be using X-Plane to see this marvellous scenery, so I need to get an X-Plane flight in before next week.
Oh, no pressure.
No
You'll be
pressure.
seeing the scenery before X-Plane Org see the scenery.
Wow, what a treat.
Yeah.
Dan says, well, technically
exciting.
there's no need to, but I said as it's a shuttle call sign, it isn't a registered trademark. So the only thing
right.
being used to do with BA is the aircraft, but that's nothing to do with me, even though it suggested you fly them. Fair enough. Well, sounds like there's a few loopholes you've managed to get around there. Well done.
Yeah.
And everyone, thanks very much for watching on stream. Really appreciate that. And it's bye from me.
And goodbye
Bye-bye.
from me.
Yay. Bye-bye.
Well done, guys.
Oh, stop streaming. Is it working?
Not if you're stopping it.
Just hold on. The stop streaming button isn't working.
Hold on down there.
Hold on. How